So you want to get into house hacking, but your significant other isn't totally on board. How do you deal with this? Let's get started. Okay, so my first place I house hacked by myself. My second one was with my wife. And at the time we were just engaged, and it was a conversation to have. And oftentimes for many people, especially in areas like Los Angeles, house hacking is a great way to get that first step into real estate investing, right? Low down payment, lower interest rate. You can even pay a little bit more because the numbers will still work in your favor. But what if your wife, husband, whatever, isn't really on board? They're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to share space with someone. So how do you get them on board? Now, of course, I'm not a marriage therapist or a relationship expert. I'm just telling you from personal experience with myself as well as with clients. So here's a couple of tips that you can do. First and foremost, go over the numbers. I think it's really important that they understand why you should do real estate investing and how house hacking can get you there. This especially is important when you say, look at our parents. Are they set up for retirement? Maybe they are, maybe they're not, but this is how you can start that conversation because you can remind them it's not forever. You don't always have to house hack for the rest of your life. My wife says she has zero intention of house hacking for the rest of her life. That's just not something she wants to do. The second thing is to just get clear on expectations. Here's what it's going to look like. Here's the timeline for house hacking. We're gonna buy our first place, house hack for 2 years, then go buy the next place that isn't house hacking, but now we have a rental, right? Have those conversations, talk about budget, again, run the numbers. Kind of goes back to the very first point. And the third one is the beauty with house hacking is you can compromise, right? So when we built our house, right, we did a major remodel, addition, all that, converted the garage to the accessory dwelling unit. We had three choices. We could live in the ADU, rent out the main house. We could live in the main house, rent out the ADU, or we could rent out the ADU, live in the main house, rent out the other 2 bedrooms. So you can have that conversation of where is your comfort level, right? So when me and my wife talked about it, she was like, yeah, no, I'm not living in the same house, having roommates. We are going to be newlyweds. I don't want that experience. Fine. We ended up moving into the ADU to recoup some of our remodeling costs, but we designed it to be very private, right? So if your significant other's concern is privacy, hey, I'm sharing this space, you can say, hey, look, we can do fencing, we can do this, we could do that. And look, it's just as if we have a neighbor, right? There's no difference. So these are a couple of different ways you can have those conversations. You can run the numbers, you can set expectations, and you can compromise on what that house hack looks like. I'd love to get your thoughts on how you got your significant other on board with house hacking, whether it's Los Angeles or somewhere else. Comment below. I'd love to hear about it. And you guys have a great rest of your week. And don't forget to subscribe or follow.